Your own understanding. Truth under Babylon's empiricism. What up? I'm speaking to the indigenous right now, and the indigenous know who they are. Um, so at this point, I've said this before, but I'm going to say it a little different way. Whoever controls the indigenous, whoever keeps them in check, runs the world. One more time. Whoever controls the indigenous, whoever takes a natural habitat and disrupts it and creates a system to control the natural process of that habitat and its inhabitants will run the world. So if it's not the natural process that's running the world, then what is running the world? Once you get that concept in your head, you will see the pieces of the puzzle. You got to see the pieces first before you can put it together. So now you see the pieces of the puzzle. Obviously, the subject of the entire sentence of tyranny is the indigenous. But it seems like at this point, the masculinity within the community can't resonate with this idea enough to make at least an assertion within their principles to say enough is enough. Look, these are grown men with grown responsibilities when it comes to their manhood, their family, their community, and their way of life. If you look all through the media, you will see nothing but propaganda to the movie of you. And virtual reality is reality. And at this point, you have to really check the high players, the high rollers. Europe, China, and Asia. I'm saying China because that's separate from Asia in the sense that they have their own culture, their own way of life. And Asia will kind of include parts of Arabia and shit like that. And I'm only saying that because the idealism is the same when it comes to the principles that they apply to business and human relations. It's so much, so many layers. And like I said, the idea is to control you. Whoever controls you controls the world. And I'm speaking to the indigenous, not the hybrids in the community that need to be reassimilated once we get it together. Because the mental illness is definitely there as a result of the mixing of the genetics. So that's a whole nother subject for now, but it's still very important because it plays a part in our future. So, I mean, I said it so many different ways, I just don't know how to say it any more plain. At this point, they are actually debating who gets to fuck you best. Which part of their grand scheme are they going to put on the forefront of your fuckery? And it's all tied to automation. That is the key, automation. So when they get you out of the way with status quo, with our new normal, um, your thoughts and your ideas and the things that you know are real and the things that you want to pursue based on your humanity, you can't because of the stipulations by your world governments. And hopefully this broadcast doesn't click off. Once again, my I've been recording a lot. My memory's probably about to go. So I'm going to end this as quick as possible. Yeah, uh, they are definitely trying to destroy democracy. And I didn't really believe that at first. I said, well, all of this going on will definitely have an impact on the idea of democracy for America and across the world. So something like this, voter fraud and all those other things that are happening when it comes to exclusion of the points made by the general public, it seems like democracy will be in jeopardy. So that's something they really shouldn't be going forward with. But now I realize they are actually trying to destroy democracy. I think they really want to. And once they say we're fighting against communism and this, that, and the third, when it comes to the two parties, uh, that very well is the agenda. Corporate communism is the agenda. It's basically China's blueprint, and it's manifesting very fast here. So, hey, use your eyes, use your mouth, use your heart, and your brain, and make it happen, man. Because they have been coming for us for years, and they're here now. They've been here. So, what you do today in World War III is up to you. It's about you and me and what we do.